the quiet of the night. Piano keeps whispering low. Let the rhythm take us slow. High, this life is sweet now. From the streets to the sweet now. For la, in the groove we stay. It's time I don't go away. Let the piano play. We never fade away.
Got the fire from the land of diamonds shining brighter. Man United love taking us higher. Kicking all the vibes, this game they thrill. What's on a pride, yeah, the passion's real. Rivals lurking, they wanna steal. But Red Devils got that iron will. The 88 boys, they talk too loud. And feel chance drowning in the crowd. But here we stand so bold, so proud, feel football fever, hearts unbound. Football power hour, feel the flame. Botswana Papi calling the game. Man United's glory in the fray. Rivals try but ain't the same. Football power hour, rise and play. I'm a piano beats, make the crowd sway. From Gaborone to
big shout out to you at the party. It's a Champions League party. If you want Bayern Munich to win the Champions League, guess what? It's time to party. Let's go.
From Africa's roots.
If you want Barcelona to win, this kind of party. I don't know which dog you got in this Champions League. Obviously, if you support Manchester United like me and you're not in there, you know, you gotta pick a team to support. And you know what? My pick is Bayern Munich. I think they got the minerals. Who is your pick? Who is your pick? Let me know. Harry Kane, man. You did the he actually had
It's the football power.
Okay. Let's cut the music for a second. Big shout out to you if you're just tuning in. This is the UEFA Champions League round of 16 recap from the games that happened today, and I'm out here already raving about Harry Kane and Bayern Munich, but there was a couple of other games, so we're going to talk about that. And some of the talk that is surrounding the teams that exited and the teams that went through. Tomorrow, you know, we'll see also what's going on and look at probably just all of round of 16. But I think today it's not going to be a long stream. We're just going to talk about the games that happened today. So big shout out to you if you're just tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Men Like Joe is in the house. Stephanie's in the building. There's 15 people in here. So I hope we have 15 likes. That's my request today. Stephanie has just liked, have you? Question mark. Which dog do you have? Which dog do you think is the one is going to come out on top? Which one is going to be the big dog of this Champions League, Stephanie? I want to know. I know you support United, Joe. I know you support United, but if you are here and your team is not even in the Champions League, who do you think? Even if your team just got knocked out, who do you think? Who's your favorite pick of the lot? Let's talk about who is the lot, shall we? In context of the games today. So starting with the first game that was played was Barcelona versus Newcastle. And hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, how do I put this? Champions elects Barcelona. I'm already crowning them. I can tell you right now that my money is on Bayern Munich, but Barcelona, the way the football they are playing, my God, it deserves its applause. Take notes, Ange Postecoglou, because if you want to play a high line, this is how you play a high line, but still manage to actually make it effective. Hansi Flick has figured out a good fusion of flick ball, which is like some, I don't know, I don't even know how to call it. It's like gegen tiki-tak. I don't know what it is. But what was really interesting is that the goals that were pivotal were created by the one and only Lamine Yamal. He actually created those goals from the middle of the park. The goal that Lewandowski scored and the goal that Raphinha scored. Raphinha's goal was the most significant goal because it was the one that, gave the confidence back to Barcelona. Because let's be real, if you're watching that game, I was at work, but fortunately today at work, it was one of them days I didn't have to be, be busy. So I was actually able to focus on the game, and every other phase of play, it was more like, oh, Newcastle can actually get something out of this. And they did actually have control, a little bit of control in the game when Anthony Elanga came out with a brace. Come on, rhythm is a dancer, Anthony Elanga. It's nice to see it. I like Elanga. He's one of the former Man United players that I feel like, didn't really, leave with a bad taste. His exit was more like, okay, good player, but not good enough for Manchester United right now in the football that we're trying to play. So, and he's been struggling a lot this Premier League season after his new move from Forest, I think, to Newcastle, and it's just not been the best of weeks on, and it's just been tough in the Premier League. And now to come out in a Champions League night and score a brace, that by itself deserves a little bit of praise. So Anthony Elanga for me was the one I guess one little spark for Newcastle. One good thing about that Newcastle game, the way they handled everything else. The defending was really poor. We saw obviously by the time Lewandowski also got a brace, but by the time Lewandowski was scoring, they were just making unforced errors and they were mentally gone from the game. But what I want to say also is that Raphinha is such a pivotal player. Like, I know the spotlight always goes to Lamine Yamal, but Raphinha is such a pivotal player for Barcelona. It makes sense why he benches Rashford, and Rashford accepts that role as a sub. It's kind of funny that anyway, I'm not even gonna stress on Rashford, but Raphinha, the flowers are for Raphinha right now. Let me leave my Manchester. So if you're some people, I feel like already know where I was gonna go, but Rashford is gladly playing a super a sub role, a rotational squad player role at Barcelona, and Raphinha is showing why. You know, this display by today, it was actually one of those reasons why you say, yeah, that's a Champions League contender right there. The way they combined, even Fermin Lopez, who I don't really rate, he actually also had a good game and scored a goal. And Mark Benal also found himself on the score sheet. But the way the flow of the game went is Barcelona scored it like 5-6 minutes into the game. Raphinha. Ramsdale couldn't even get that ball. It's like Raphinha had so much composure in the box, and it was just a brilliant, as I said, Lamine Yamal mastermind. He's a playmaker, you know, from the middle of the pitch. That young boy is special, and yeah, that goal that he created, obviously, you know, Newcastle was like, oh, we're fighting back. And that was like a little bit of the fun contest today. It was like Newcastle did respond. And then Barcelona also said, oh, okay, that's your response, huh? Guess what? This is my response. And Lamine Yamal is like, you know what?
I used to pray for times like this.
Yeah. He carries Barcelona on his back, that young boy. He's just so special. Him, as I just want to just conclude the Barcelona recap by saying the combination of the two boys, Lamine Yamal and Raphinha, is very scary. And it's one to watch, you know. Both of them, I feel like they just got some crazy duality connection going on. Yamal, he became the youngest player to score 10 goals in Champions League history, surpassing Kylian Mbappe's previous record, because Mbappe was 18 years and 350 days older, and Lamine Yamal did it at 18 years and 248 days. So 10 Champions League goals for the youngster. Must be nice. Can we give JJ Gabriel some like fast, you know, like how do we expedite his process quickly? We need generational talents. Yeah. What was also special about this game, this is the last point about this game, is that Lewandowski became the oldest player ever to score twice in a Champions League match. He surpassed Filippo Inzaghi's record. Inzaghi did it at 37 years old and 86 days, but Lewandowski was like, sit down. I'm the real Unk that is gonna score twice in a Champions League match at 37 years old and 209 days. Whew. Lewandowski, yeah, he's been there since typewriter days. Damn. So shout out to him though, breaking records at his age. That was the special, the records that were broken in terms of Barcelona versus Newcastle, as it ended 8-3 on aggregate. Imagine you go draw 1-1 away from home, and then you're like, oh, when you come to Mikasa, Mikasa is not Sukasa. Wow. Yeah. 7-2. Talk about a demolition. Let's pivot to the other demolition that was going on. This one, I mentioned it this morning, that Bayern Munich will have an aggregate of 10 goals. I mentioned it. Should have actually pulled out the receipt so that I give myself proper flowers. But I did not see Atalanta, scoring, but they scored at the end, towards the end of the game when Bayern Munich that knew that they were through. They pressed the "Have mercy on them" button after Luis Diaz even scored. Luis Diaz had the audacity to chip the Atlanta goalkeeper. Imagine 1-on-1, and he just dinks it over you. He's running at you, and he's like, "Oh, you thought I was gonna place it somewhere? No, I'm just gonna do this chip." That must be the worst type of goal to concede as a goalkeeper. Long range, powerful shot, I understand. Finesse shot, top bin, whatever. Especially the ones that hit the post, I understand. But the ones where somebody just chips the ball over you, it feels so disrespectful. It's like a Panenka type of penalty. But it's like the Panenka of open play, chipping. So Luis Diaz chipped. Harry Kane got a brace. And by the way, the goal of the day, I think, goes to Harry Kane. If you see his second goal, he actually dribbles two Atalanta defenders. I think he nutmegs one and just creates like space in such a, quick way. Because you're like, Harry Kane is, by default, he's always slow, right? But when you see Harry Kane move faster than two players and create space for himself so quickly and take a shot off and it ends up in the back of the net, you are reminded why he is a world-class striker. And guys, watch out. It's not just the Champions League, but the World Cup. Harry Kane is about to cause havoc. Watch out for Harry Kane. For real. You heard it here first. The other thing is that Harry Kane now has scored 50 goals in 66 Champions League appearances. You heard that? 50 goals in 66 Champions League appearances. Only Haaland and Van Nistelrooy have ever reached 50 goals in fewer games. So he puts himself in very, very, very elite company right there. He's accounted for one of Bayern's basically he's scored 47 goals this season in all competitions, which is a personal best. 47 goals. That means he's definitely going to pass 50 goals in all competitions. Harry Kane is here for blood. You see what I'm saying? Watch out for Harry Kane in the World Cup. He's one of the most informed players in any of Europe's top 5 leagues. Karl, who's for Bayern Munich, he became the youngest German player to score and assist in a Champions League match, as well as the youngest to do so for Bayern Munich at 18 years and 24 days. So, yeah, that's the data debrief on the Bayern Munich-Atalanta game, which ended with 4-1 at the Allianz Arena, making it 10-2 on aggregate. Mamma mia. Talk about a lack of a contest. Bayern Munich, man. So ruthless. So ruthless. Stephanie, yeah, you know what? is a chipped goal better than a lazy lob on target? A chipped goal better than a lazy lob on target? That's a very good question. I think, yeah, that lazy. You know what makes this goal special? It's how the goalkeeper handles it. Because like some goalkeepers, like they run back, especially if you catch them off the line, right? They run back and then they like miss the ball, and then like they flop, and then like fall, and then the ball just ends up in the back of the net. I think a lazy lobbed goal is actually really really embarrassing, because it's like goalkeeper. I once scored a ball like that, like I was on the halfway line. Receive it, because nobody's liking story time with Botswana Papi. That's what's about to happen. Forget Champions League. We're gonna talk Champions League if we have at least like 10 likes. Can we have 10 likes? How come there's like 30 people in here and less than 10 likes? Really? Um, so I received the ball in the middle of the pitch, right? Um, Matter of fact, before receiving the ball, I saw that the goalkeeper, he was on vacation. And I was like, oh, okay. He's doing this. And I receive the ball, but then I get closed down, right? And so I shield the ball, right? And then I give it back to the guy who passed it to me. And then from there, like, that guy, he passes it back, it goes to the flags. And I look again and I'm still like, this guy's really on vacation. And I'm like, if I get this ball and I have a little space on the right, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And guess what? That ball, I think it went back to one of the defenders. And then somehow I had space. The ball just came towards me, and it was just bouncing like this. And I didn't even, actually, you remember the way like Patrick Doku scored. Remember that Bruno, that one, like the moment like that ball like just like was bouncing and it was begging to be hit. Like I just swung my foot through that ball, and you know what? Like it was just a perfect swing. And woo, the moment it left my foot, I knew. Other people were watching, but I knew. And I was like, this guy was just on vacation 2 seconds ago. There's no way he's back at his line. And nobody was expecting me to just hit it full. Like, I didn't trap the ball. It just came towards me in the right velocity. It bounced like maybe like 2 meters away from me. And oh my God, it felt so satisfying. Yo. I wish I could recreate that and then just do the surfing celebration. Yeah. Anyway. Um can at least that goal get a like, please? Oh man. Never Miss Rome says no. Why? Oh boy, you're a hater. I wish it was filmed. I'll be like, here's the footage, you know. Anyway. Let's get back to Champions League. Another game that was obviously going to be very, very difficult for the home team to overturn, because there was a 3-goal deficit going into this fixture today, was Spurs versus Atletico Madrid. Spurs actually put up a fight. Guys, today we have to give respect to Spurs. Not have to, but like I respect the fight that they gave, because it was actually better than Chelsea. Man City yesterday gave a fight. Today, Spurs is the team that gave a fight, and they deserve a little bit of like, y'all didn't go out there and just embarrass yourselves. Because let's be real, Kolomwani converted an early chance at the very, very beginning of the game, and that led to, oh, hold on a second, maybe we could believe something. But then it was a counterattack that caught Spurs sleeping. Julian Alvarez equalized. But you would have thought, oh, we have a game in our hands, because Xavi Simons also scored a brace. Harry Kane scored a brace. Lewandowski scored a brace. Xavi Simons scored a brace today. These are the brace boys. So yes, Xavi Simons scored a brace, and his goal was one of them was a penalty, but the other one was a nice long range effort. Um, and you would have thought there's a game in our hands right here, because there's like a 2 goal deficit right now. But then, of course, Atletico Madrid rose to the occasion with I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I believe it's like Hanko. Um, he's a, he's from Slovakia. He center back from Atletico Madrid. He scored, and that pretty much just meant, listen. Spurs, you're going home. We're Atletico Madrid. We're going to the quarterfinals. And today was the last time Spurs hear the song. Yeah, it's gonna be a while till they hear that song again. Them and Chelsea Football Club. Well, we'll see. We'll see where we are at the end of the season. But yeah, it just sucks if you're somebody like Xavi Simons, you score a brace and your team, pretty much lets you down. Poor defending. They conceded from like near post, set pieces, basic schoolboy stuff. Yeah. No. Spurs did not deserve to go through, and they deservedly were sent home. 3-2 was the scoreline for today, but on aggregate, it meant 5-7 to Atletico Madrid. And the last game to talk about is Liverpool and Galatasaray. This one kind of started a little bit interesting because it was 1-1, right, at the beginning of the fixture. No, it was 1-0 to Galatasaray. I beg your pardon. At the beginning of the fixture, Galatasaray came to Anfield with a 1-goal advantage. And boy, oh boy, Victor Osimhen, he was MIA today. And I think he got subbed off on the 46th minute. Him and Boy, the right back, they were given a stinker and hooked type of look. Boy had a little bit of a better performance, but Osimhen, I don't know if he had drank too much milk or what was going on, but yeah, he just maybe there's another explanation out there. But today Osimhen was not victorious. Yes, Salah missed a pen. Harry Kane retook a penalty. I thought he had missed at first. He looked so nervous when he was taking that penalty, but it's so nice when you're in a big team that performs well, because some of these mistakes get you can kind of like brush over them and you learn from them. As a striker, Harry Kane had the opportunity to retake, because I think the goalkeeper stepped off the line too early, and yeah, and that was the thing. That was the difference maker. Once they got that goal, like, it was all like, gonna be steamrolling for the Bayern Munich game anyway. But going back to Liverpool Galatasaray, Victor Osimhen, MIA, the other like attacking midfielder, the Brazilian guy Gabriel Sara as well. None of these guys showed up. I feel like they were drowned by the Anfield atmosphere. And I mentioned this as well earlier on in today's show this morning, because they conceded, I believe it was from a corner kick. So Boslai was he's not marking Szoboszlai, and you've seen how he comes in clutch for Liverpool anytime when they need a big goal, especially the goals from like either edge of the box, long range. You can always depend on Szoboszlai. Such a good find, such a good buy. I wish Manchester United didn't sleep on Szoboszlai, but oh well, he's a Scouser now, so We shall see how they will do in the quarterfinals. Ekitike, Gravenberch, and then Salah all eventually found the back of the net as well to make it 4-0. And the score on aggregate was 4-1. So, what does that mean for Champions League? For at least Liverpool, it means that they go through, and their next fixture is versus PSG. We'll obviously like have a proper preview for the quarterfinals, but Real Madrid, they'll be facing Bayern Munich. Barcelona will be facing Atletico Madrid. And Sporting will be facing Arsenal. Obviously, the most boring of the 4 fixtures is the Arsenal Sporting one. But who knows? Maybe it might also be the most entertaining. Football is so weird like that. Big up to you if you're just tuning in, by the way. 22 people here, only 9 likes. I'm not leaving till we get to 10 likes. Or did we say 13? Can't remember what we said earlier on. Was it 10 or 13? I think it was 13. So please hit the like button. Let us get to 13 likes. That's the target, you know. Yeah, so as I said, Sporting versus Arsenal is the one that's probably going to be the most boring of the fixtures. But my early prediction right now, don't sleep on Sporting. The fixture sequence doesn't favor them, but still, don't sleep on Sporting. Their home ground is also a fortress. You may think the Emirates is a fortress, but Sporting's home ground is also good. Ask Bodo Glimt, they will tell you. The only thing that worries me, as I mentioned, was that Sporting play at home first. And then Arsenal can go home, analyze the game, figure out, prepare a game plan, right? Prepare a game plan that ends up, that they can like practice and train for and execute, while Sporting will have a little bit of a disadvantage, So I would have preferred it the other way around. But either way, we will be there April 7th. Book the flight, book the stream, book the hotel. In the words of Jurgen Klopp. What should be the final? Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. That game.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Football heritage versus the. I don't know. I say Bayern Munich is the favorites. That's my pick. But if there's a team that can knock them out, is Real Madrid. So to be honest, this one is like 51-49. And I don't know which one is which. So it's gonna come down to like which team is in form and which players are available on April 7th, which is not too far away, by the way. It's March 18th at this very moment, but April 7th is around the corner. So I believe Mbappe is going to be back by then. So Real Madrid will be stronger. But they're going to meet a team that's like Bayern Munich. That's got a very, very good, hybrid of like defense and offense. Real Madrid, I can't really tell you if it's just like a counter-attacking team that can also sometimes play on the front foot. So yeah, it feels like they rely on the pace of Mbappe and Vinicius in counterattacks a lot. A lot of that goals that they score are transition goals. So it's going to be a very, 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 very tasty fixture. This is what should be the final, in my opinion. You know what I mean? If only you could sway things that be like, nah, I don't want these two teams facing each other, you know. Kane's companies looking strong. Stephanie is on Stephanie's on fire, guys. Hit the like button for Stephanie. Olise is one to watch. Not only Olise, let's check to see if Jamal Musiala is gonna be back. When is Musiala coming back? Early April.
Oh shit!
And that game is on April 7th. I believe second leg, we shall see Jamal Musiala. Alphonso Davies will also be back for Bayern Munich early April. Oh my God. Manuel Neuer will be back early April. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, early April, the Germans are coming. Early April, they are really coming through. So, you know what? Real Madrid have to really make sure that they capitalize on the first leg. Because by the time they face Bayern Munich on the second leg, it's going to be a totally different Bayern Munich. And knowing Real Madrid, they'll probably just win 1-0 and then struggle in the second leg. Yeah. That is my feeling on this. We shall see anyway. We shall see how it's going to go. The other big, fixture obviously will be a La Liga, all La Liga affair. Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Guys, there's 3 Spanish teams in the quarterfinals. One French team, one Portuguese team, and 2 English teams. All right, Spain is out here representing, but Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid, a big fixture there, because cups are very different from La Liga, from league games. So it's gonna be a very interesting one to see how Hansi Flick manages the La Liga domestic title race, as well as making sure that they beat Atletico, because Atletico is not going to go down without a fight. And the way they have the firepower, they just need to be on that day when they have that shooting boots. Woo-wee, you better watch out. It's going to be a very, very, very big fixture. But I think the biggest of them all is PSG versus Liverpool, and my God. Somebody, this is what we call somebody tell somebody, because we are going to be there April 7th, PSG versus Liverpool. PSG with, at the very moment, only 3 players injured. They will have Fabian Ruiz back. They will probably have Barcola back. And they will be strengthened. And PSG is one of those teams that I think Fabian Ruiz, when he is available, he's a starter. An in-form available Fabian Ruiz walks in there, partners with Vitinha and Neves, and then then the midfield is ticking again. So it's gonna take something really special for Liverpool to dispatch PSG. But in my opinion, it just depends what kind of Liverpool show up in Paris. If it's the Liverpool that has been struggling in the Premier League, they're gonna get skinned alive. It's gonna happen. They are gonna get skinned alive. But if it's one of those games where Liverpool play like they played today, yeah, versus Galatasaray, long day for the croissant boys. Luis Enrique, if you can beat this Liverpool team and get through this test, the next game that he would play would probably be versus Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. So the road is very steep for PSG or Liverpool. If Liverpool beat PSG, they have to play Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. It's peak. So yeah, I believe PSG ultimately will go through. It's just one of those things. I also feel like I hope it's obviously me not wishing success for Liverpool speaking, but PSG have the firepower. They're just so fluid, especially offensively. And say what you want about Luis Enrique, but he's got his boys believing in him. Guys, kind reminder to hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Big up yourself. It's gonna be dinner time. Exactly. They're gonna be bringing out forks and plates, PSG will play with Liverpool like a Parisian pussycat with a scowl's mouth. Steph. Oh boy. I love it. Yeah, let's see what what updates are there regarding Champions League that are on Fabrizio's page. Oh, wait. Oh, this is not Champions League, but Lionel Messi has finally reached 900 career goals at 38 years of age. I mean, it was going to happen, but okay. Shout out to him. MLS stat padding. Big up to Messi. But also, speaking of big ups, Harry Kane have won a UEFA Man of the Match award for Bayern versus Atlanta game. Cool. Shout out to Harry Kane for winning that. Man, what if next season he just comes back to the Premier League? I'd be so be like, hey, Sesko, there's a player that I'd like for you to learn from. His name is Harry. Last name Kane. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be such a horrible thing, would it be? He's seasoned. He's at his prime. Comes in next year. He's playing Champions League football again next year. We've got Bruno Fernandes. Guys, we could really cook. We could get the knives and forks and plates out. But maybe it might be a bit too old. Is he what, 34? Let's see. How old is Harry Kane? If he's older than 34, then it's nah. He's 32, Look at Lewandowski. How old is Lewa? And we just said it earlier on. 37. And Harry Kane is 32. Guys, hear me out now. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Seasoned Bruno plus seasoned Harry Kane equals seasoning, and boy, we would be cooking. Don't you think? He's gone to Germany to break the curse. He comes to United. He shows us a Premier League title or Champions League title. Combination of Harry Kane, Bruno, Mbumo. Imagine this front three. Cunha, Mbumo, Harry Kane. Oh, God, I should stop dreaming. Okay, I should stop dreaming. Let me stop right there. Let me stop myself. Oh, my God. Dominic Szoboszlai also won Man of the Match award. Yeah, it was an outstanding performance from Szoboszlai. So, yep, as we've been discussing, who is going to Budapest? The road to Budapest. The teams on the left, PSG versus Liverpool. The winner faces Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. The winner of Sporting Arsenal faces the winner of Barcelona Atletico Madrid. Who do you think will go through? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your prediction. Yeah, 10 goals is a madness, 10 goals on aggregate. Looks like also, yeah, Julian Alvarez got a shout for man of the match. Salah had a good game. We just mentioned this. Ekitike, 17 goals on his first season as new Liverpool player, Hugo Ekitike. 17, Oh, shit! Yeah, nah, he's class. He's quality. I wish Man United also picked him up. But I'm happy with Sesko. But I still would love Harry Kane. Raphinha is also, as I was giving him flowers at the beginning of the show, he won man of the match for his display. Crazy to think that this player was he not at Leeds? Oh my God. Life sometimes, You're considered, this guy didn't make it in the Premier League and he goes to Barcelona and guess what? He ends up in the Ballon d'Or top 3 last season. He keeps his performances going and look at him right now, holding a Ballon d'Or, not a Ballon d'Or, a man of the match, accolade on a Champions League night, round of 16. Big up to Raphinha and his journey, man. Hit the like button for Raphinha. And I'm sure he got his national team call up. So it's going to be a very interesting World Cup, Speaking of World Cups, quick little detour, by the way, since we're talking about World Cup and Raphinha's Brazilian. I don't know if you saw this, but if you don't know, the way the Brazilian national team do it, the manager reads out, the team, and check this out for yourself for a second.
Ryan, Vinicius Junior, obrigado.
That's Carlo Ancelotti, obviously reading out the names. Neymar is right there, listening.
Oh, Ancelotti, eu.
Yes, Ancelotti, what about me?
Vamos ver aqui, depois a gente fala aqui pra galera. Saiu a convocação agora da seleção, não fomos convocados. Fico triste, óbvio. Mas é isso, foi o que eu falei. Foi o que eu falei ontem, estando lá ou não, sempre vou torcer pela seleção, né? E tá tudo certo.
Yeah, good thing for him to say that, It's like, even if I'm not in the national team, I'll always root for them. Everything's fine. Now it's time to keep working, keep improving and everything.
Agora é seguir trabalhando, seguir melhorando em tudo, para que se tiver uma oportunidade, estar preparado.
Come on. That's the mentality right there. As long as the World Cup doesn't happen on his sister's birthday, Neymar says, listen, I am going to stay ready. I'm going to prepare myself. It's a little sad, honestly, for me to see Neymar not being called up for Brazil. But as we were talking about Raphinha, Brazil has talent for days, and it doesn't matter even if you're Brazil's all-time top goal scorer. If you're not on, your P's and Q's, if you're not in form and this is Brazil. It's not. It's not. If it was another country, whether like, all right, they need me no matter what. But Carlo Ancelotti obviously was ruthless with it too. And yeah, he didn't name Neymar in the team, but players can get injured. So Neymar said, I must stay ready. I respect that. I read that. So big up yourself if you're just tuning in. Yale is in the house, by the way. I saw you earlier on while I was on my tangent. Yale was saying that Arsenal will lift the trophy. Which trophy? Carabao Cup trophy, maybe. You're definitely not talking Champions League, Yale. You are not talking Champions League. You can't come out here and say 100% they're going to lift it. On what basis? Because sure, they'll beat Sporting. But I pray they face Atletico Madrid. Barcelona is breakable. Atletico Madrid? Yeah. Watch Atletico Madrid win 1-0 on aggregate score. Thank you, Stephanie, for completing the sentence. Yale's sentence. Arsenal will lift the community dinner plate trophy. For sure. We can agree on that. Yale says Arsenal will win the league, Champions League, FA Cup, and League Cup.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
No, God! Please don't put things like this into existence, Yale. One of those. But Champions League?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Do you understand that there will also be, there's the conflict going on right now, but there will be another conflict. I'm not ready for that one. FA Cup, we can give them FA Cup, we can give them League Cup. Matter of fact, if Arteta does the double, domestic double, League Cup, FA Cup, not bad. Applaud him, move on. But if Arteta can go on to actually end up winning, imagine just a Premier League trophy and a champion. Well, Yale, what are you saying? Nah, fam. That would be the worst occurrence. Yeah. Big up, by the way, if you're just tuning in, thank you for being here. We're talking Champions League recap. Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle are all out. The Premier League is the Farmers League, and you know what? The farmers are farming right now. You don't believe me? Look at this footage. These are the farmers. Pep farming. Liam farming. Eddie farming. They'll be watching Liverpool and Arsenal on TV. Yeah, it must be crazy. Pep probably doesn't. He doesn't believe what's going on. But Premier League sides, if you want to know, they conceded 30 goals in the round of 16 in total. Can you believe that? 30 goals. And 20 of them by Spanish teams. Just 30 goals. Chelsea and Newcastle receiving the most. The most love. 8 hugs. Let me show you. Oh my God, sorry. Let me get this Yale's comment down so you can see what I'm looking at. Pardon me. Look at that. Only Liverpool and Arsenal conceded 1 goal. Pretty good defensive record, by the way. Spurs got 7. Yale, yeah. Crazy, right? 30 in total. That's gotta say something about, if this happens again next season, then we gotta have a conversation about the quality of the Premier League. You know, maybe it ain't all that after all. And but credit to Arsenal, credit to Liverpool. They defended well. They showed how you really use your home ground advantage. And I believe that Newcastle had this fixture the other way around. You see my point about having the first fixture be away. That really helps you. Even if they got rid of the away rule, the away goal rule. Having your first fixture be away gives you an edge. Observe this with all these fixtures. Most of them, it works this way. If you're the home team last, you'll most likely go through. If you're the home team last, you will have a goalkeeper like Alisson, who was on TikTok. He was sipping coffee. He was just chilling. He didn't have anything to do. So, and that's because like it feels like the fans were also defending. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Especially these teams that have like iconic stadiums or iconic atmospheres, it really, really, really makes it difficult for the opponent. So yeah. Anyway, we will be there to see what happens in on the next step, because for sure the streets are filled with tears from just different fans, especially Spurs fans. I wonder how, should we see if Expressions had a crash out today or not? Let's see. Expressions oozing. It'll be crazy for him to expect to beat Atletico, to have a crazy turnaround, to be honest. Let's see if he said anything. Did he upload anything? Boom, let's go. Well, he did have he obviously streamed the game. So maybe let's just see the ending. Big up to Expressions, by the way. Go subscribe to his channel. Hit the like button there too as well.
Done out here, bro.
Let's just catch a snippet. I think actually, let's see the first let's see the first goal, maybe. Should we see the first goal? Like his reaction to the first, because I think he might have had hope.
Yeah, El Capitan, Argentino Heat, fam. Just know we got Jed, indispensable, blood. Yeah, gang business. We've got the mask of Poro, blood. P squared.
Look at him believing. Look at him believing. Okay. Well, the game started, and I just want to see the moment they score, because then he's gonna really,
bro, what's the matter?
Really believe.
And he just had his hands up. Where you going, blood? need a win, fam.
Okay, this is the moment that we're searching for,
This
ladies and
guy,
gentlemen.
bruv, you take all long and then you just go short, blood. Fucking Gary Coleman, blood. What's the man talking about? Like, come on. Flipping hornswoggle set pieces, blood. Look at Xavi begging for the ball, blood. Get
Come
in the
on,
place
score
where you
your
can do
goals,
something.
Spurs. Score.
What are you doing there on the right? Oh my days, it's there.
Let's skip to the
Oh,
goal.
bro, where you going, bro?
I just want to see him believe and then get crashed. Look at him. There he is. Did he mute himself? Oh, no, he didn't. He's just restraining. Okay.
What was Saar doing, man? He can't even kick the ball straight. Ball in. Randy Mowatem, blah! I hear voices in my ear. You pussy-holes! Just know, blood! Remontada, blood! 2 more to go! Let's go! I told man it's not over, blood! Randall Colo Muani, blood! The Chronicles of Muani,
Oh,
blood!
he was believing.
Yeah. Randy Muwarton, blood! You
He
know
was
them way
believing.
there, fam! The legend killer, blood! Hold that! What a goal, blood! What a goal! Jeez, fam! Come
Wow. And then shall we fast forward to when reality struck? I just want to see the moment he accepts defeat. Because I
long
think
throw. Come on, Romanian Reigns, blood. Come on. The tribal chief, blood. I need a long throw, blood. We need a goal, fam. Come on. Ball in. Mawadi. Oh, come on. This man's peak. This is peak. Oh, fucking hell, bruv.
wait, where's
That
that
he
goal?
defending, bro. Off, bruv. Don Javi could
Ah.
that not a foul, ref. Back, blood. I'm
Okay,
not
okay,
blood.
okay, okay, okay. There it is.
They did their best to defend that still.
His voice is
We're not
broken.
they're not going to pull it back. They're not going to bring it back.
But really the moment that everything changed was I think 75th minute. So let's see that goal. Yes, this goal here.
Vicario switch, and you got it right. Fucking idiots, blood. It's over. It's done. It's done.
Yeah. It's
Done.
over.
Was that near post? I need to see that again. Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? Where was the defending? Where was the goal? These man, they're gonna embarrass me now.
Well, as what will I say? Spurs won the first half. The first half of the second leg. That's what they won. But thank you for your participation, Spurs. Ciao. We shall see you. Maybe you might not even be in the Premier League. So toodles. It feels good. It feels good to just see Spurs crumbling like this. Guys, hit the like button unless you're a Spurs supporter. I understand if you are. But congratulations to Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona for showing how the big boys do it under the floodlights of a Champions League night. Hopefully, we can be in this and not embarrass ourselves, For real. I know, Stephanie, that was really funny. Yeah, he has crashed out for a month now. It's really sad. It's really sad. There was, how are we gonna say what's the word? How are we gonna say? Stephanie says, "Don't do drugs, kids." Faith. I don't mean it in the sense that I want Liverpool to succeed. They did that job today. You know, Galatasaray is the team that I was hoping to congratulate, but Liverpool rose to the occasion, and we all know where they're gonna end up, though. You know, it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot for them to beat PSG. I think that's the end of the road. The next fixture is the end of the road for Liverpool. But either way, they did that job today. Real Madrid did that job. Atletico did that job, and Arsenal did that job. So you know what? For the football that we feasted on, I think at the end of the day, it was a decent day. It was a decent Champions League night. Obviously, we get to see the teams with quality and how, your squad depth, especially if you're fighting just different in different competitions, your squad depth really comes into play. Look at Arsenal missing Odegaard. Eze steps in and does the job. So we need to make sure that we are looking at these games with an eye for learning and making sure that we're getting ourselves ready, because we don't need to repeat a mistake that another club is making. You can learn from seeing how other clubs are handling their rotations, are handling their investments, and you have to make sure you make the right moves, especially with the managerial appointment. Do we really think like Michael Carrick can get us to a Champions League semi-final? Just out of curiosity. No knock on Carrick. No, I'm not casting no doubt, but it's just a simple, curious question since we've pivoted a little bit to Manchester United. Guys, there's 31 people watching and only 14 likes.
Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Hit the like button. Come on, man. Even if you're a bot, how do you speak bot? I don't speak bot. Hit the like button. I wish I could speak the bot language. But hit the like button, man. Kind reminder. It goes a long way. It'll make the channel more visible. It'll help YouTube spread spread the word about the channel. It'll make it more visible. So if you do that, I would really appreciate it. I always do my job, says Faith. Thank you so much, Faith. I got so much faith in you, Faith. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one, right? That was a Taram Cha. Hit the like button for that joke. It's not that bad. Come on. Yeah. The last thing that I wanted to wrap up the stream on is Michael Carrick, a manager that could take us to these latter stages of a Champions League campaign. All that remains to be seen. Truth is, we all don't know the answer, but we can make a guess. And I want to know what your guess is. I want to know what your guess is. Stephanie says, I never heard of that one before. It's Stephanie rubbing off onto me, guys. That's why the jokes are the way they are right now. You're my scapegoat, Stephanie. Yeah, tomorrow, make sure that you tune in. Make sure you hit the notification bell. We'll be here for the What's Trending show. We will obviously preview the Premier League games that are happening this weekend. Michael Carrick already gave a presser today And yeah, we'll check it out tomorrow. I was about to watch it by myself, and I was like, okay, I will wait till tomorrow. So let's do that, unpack it, and maybe also check out, do a little refresher on the latest team news for Manchester United as we go into what is going to be a game that's important again in our race for Champions League football. But then it's going to be the last game until we have to wait for like something like 3 weeks. So yeah, we're going to have to salvage it and make sure that we like it. We enjoy every moment of it. We rub, we smoke, we ignite. But we never fight. Hey, Stephanie says, schedule it. Book the stream. We will be there. I will schedule it right after this show. So make sure you look out for it. Thank you so much for spending this evening with me. Lots of gratitude from me to you and your loved ones. And yeah. Spurs.
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.
Football Power Hour.